Thank you for choosing our Patio Heat channel. I'm Steve. We provide tips and information to extend the enjoyment of your patio project. Our videos give you a knowledgeable overview prior to investing in your outdoor heating equipment. Whether you are a professional or owner builder, we provide specific details for optimum heat coverage for your application. Post a comment or question, or for developed visual designs, send your request into designs@patioheat.com. We're here to work with you. For over 30 years, patio heating is the bedrock of our business, expressing what works best. Now let's get heating. All right, so we have this request from a YouTube viewer, and let me go ahead and look at the overall dimensions first of all. So overall dimensions I have about a 20-foot 8 section here, 20-foot section here. Then we have a 15-foot 6 section from this edge here to the inside edge over here. 22-foot 8, and then this total distance over here to this inside wall over here. I have that at that 24 feet, 25 feet we can call it. We have a ceiling height of 12 feet off the finished floor. We have recessed lighting up here, as well as a fan. There's going to be a TV. We got basic recline seating space over here, and then we have bar stool seating height over here, and I think that's pretty much about it. So let's go ahead and look at what we can do for this application. So the first thing I'm going to show though is the request that this person had made, and that is the heaters that they had requested, and let's put those in here. The locations that they had requested to place the heaters, is that efficient for this particular application? And I would say yes, the efficiency is fairly decent, and I think that would be something that would work out. Now, one thing I don't have here is I believe there's going to be a doorway here, something of that nature, sliding door. But in any case, I have these heaters. These are CD6024 6,000 watt 240 volt heaters. I have them mounted on the ceiling because of the fact that when you mount on a vertical surface or wall, something of that nature, and you have these at a 30-degree angle, you need to drop the heater down so that there is a 12-inch clearance above the heater itself. But when you have it on the ceiling, 6 inches of clearance is all you need. So the OEM bracket that comes with the unit, mounted on the ceiling, change the angle to 30 degrees towards the center, is something I think is more efficient than placing it on the wall. And then also you need to make sure you have 6 inches of clearance from here to any combustible surface on the outside edge like that, as well as, you know, the same thing over here, 6 inches of clearance here to the wall. And I also want to just mention that I have this doorway at 8 feet off the finished floor. So if this is going to be 8 feet, it could be 10 foot. I'm not 100% certain. But in any case, these are the locations that I saw on their drawings that they are interested in. So let's go ahead and look at the footprint of heat on these particular locations. And I would say that they're fairly decent, like I said before. The ray is penetrating the seating positions here very well, and I think this would work out just fine. The bar stool seating area here, I would say also would work fairly decent. You do have some overlapping rays here in the middle, so the position here, you can see that, you know, the ray would, you know, continue. So this is infrared light waves. It's kind of like you know, like the sun. If I had the shadow here for the structure, you can see if you were standing here and you're not in the sun, you're not going to feel the warmth of the sunlight itself. And if you're standing over here, you would feel that sunlight warmth. But the air temperature from here to here doesn't change because the infrared light waves do not change air temperatures. Let me go ahead and turn that off now, the shadow. But if you're in the ray of the light wave, infrared light wave of the heater, just like the sun, you will feel the warmth of that light wave. Now, over here, like I said, it's not heating up the air, so you're not going to feel warmer over here, but you will feel the warmth underneath the ray itself. So I think the bar stool seating area would be decent, and yeah, I think this would work out just fine. The other thing I wanted to just kind of show is one thing I kind of like a little bit better is if you were to place the units in a slightly different manner, which would be something like a flush mount kit. So what I have here is I have these mounted in the ceiling itself. These are flush mounts CD. These are WD 6024s. Now I don't have the ceiling cut out here at this moment, but I'll show you just in 1 minute about what you can do. But I have these. These are about 11 feet center to center, and then this is on the outer edge over here. We can go into the details if that is something that they are looking at. And then also here to here, let's go ahead and just see what that distance I have from this point to this point here. So you can see I have it roughly about 10'3", and I have those placed that way due to the fact of the lights and fixtures and things of that nature. But if you would like to see the footprint of heat, so the footprint of heat now is more uniform throughout the whole entire span here. So if you're standing over here, you're going to feel the warmth of the heaters more uniform than you would if they were at angles and away from, at the edge of the wall pointed towards the center. This would be something I would think of as being just a little bit nicer and more uniform. Over here, you got the ray penetrating from the inside towards the seating position here. If you had a cushion or insulation on the back of your seating position here, you're going to want the warmth of the ray to penetrate the front of your body more than from the rear of the seating position. And the same is true with over here as well as this position over here. So yeah, I think this would be a little bit nicer as far as the uniform amount of heat, as well as the visual aspect of the heater itself. Let's go into that a slight bit. So if you could see, I'm going to go ahead and just draw something on here just fairly quickly to where you can kind of see what this would look like. I'm going to push this up. Oops, let's try that again. And so what you can see here is the heater is, the flush mount kit is mounted. I would probably mount it, if this is a stucco ceiling, I would probably mount it above the stucco itself, and then I would pull the stucco down so that you have just a finished edge, and the finished edge needs to be 1/2 inch from these vent holes. So if we do something like this, it would look more hidden, I guess is the best way to say it. And yeah, I think this would be something I would like visually more than having the heaters mounted on the edge over here. Something like this here. I'm going to go ahead and turn off that ray for just a minute, but you can see this is more uniform or visually acceptable than something like this, in my opinion. So yeah, in any case, I think this would work out very well either way. See if there's anything else I want to talk about. Oh, I should talk about the fact that in any case, whether you put the units on the edge over here or where I'm showing them now, then you would definitely want to have a control system on a system like this, because of the fact that different times of the year your weather changes, the temperature changes, you want more or less heat. So a control would be something that I would highly recommend. And yeah, just think about that. And yeah, Thank you very much. I hope this has helped. And if you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application and you would like us to review your plans, send your information into designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve, and please, if you would, tap that like button. We don't advertise, not monetize. YouTube does not promote our channel unless we receive a thumbs up from our viewers, and we appreciate that very much. Thank you. Have an excellent day.